Hi everybody, Jeremy Solt here with Banana Hobby, and what I got for you is an in-depth look at the Pilot RC 1.8 meter or 73-inch Matrix. Now, this airplane comes in 5 different schemes. This one is my favorite so far. This is our newest one, which is scheme 05, and so lots of good options in there. Now, just to talk a little bit about this airplane, as we're going to show you some of the maiden footage of the airplane that we just accomplished yesterday. And then we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that we noticed about the airplane versus like the 2.2 series size, and a little bit of differences in there real quick. So we're hopefully going to give you a bit of information here, and that's where we're going to go. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the specs real quick. So the airplane is 1.8 meters for this series right here that you're seeing in front of you. That equals to 73 inches for a fuselage length. Now, the airplane is currently $3,600 right now. That is a plug-and-play setup to where you have to install your turbine and your receiver and your batteries, and you're good to go. The wingspan of this airplane is 68.5 inches, or equivalent to 1740 millimeters. So 1,740 millimeters. The fuselage length, like we said, is 73 inches. It's actually 72.6 inches, but 1.8 is what they go with, which is equal to 1,844 millimeters. So pretty good size airplane here. If you guys seen any of the smaller Predators or whatnot, it's very similar in size on that, and really nice on there. Again, like I said, this airplane comes in 5 schemes. Pretty cool. This is our number 5. Now, the airplane, when you have the turbine installed, the estimated weight is about 17 pounds, so 17 and a half pounds with the turbine. With the UAT filled is what that is. So that's not with the tank filled. So the tank is sitting at a 2,000 milliliter fuel tank with a 250 milliliter UAT, which is pretty large in there, and we'll show you that. It comes with 8 Pilot RC servos that are all pre-installed with that plug-and-play setup. CG is recommended to be about 196 millimeters from the front leading edge. Now, I've been playing around with CG on there. I originally started with it pretty nose heavy and have walked it back significantly on our first flight. But we were able to fly the heck out of the airplane, as you'll see in the video here shortly. It comes with Pilot RC's retract controller, which you see here, and it'll come just like this. And it actually has landing gear controls and your brake controls all within here with a multiplex connector for that. And so this comes with the airplane plug and play. And then, like I said, it also has retracts in there, electric retracts and electric brakes, and they're awesome. They're fantastic. They work very, very well. The airplane is also available in an ARF version, but you got to request that one. So now let's show you some of the cool things about the airplane. The airplane itself comes with these neat little cheater type, what do we call these? Gauges to be able to set your ranges of your surfaces for your flaps, your ailerons, your elevator, and your rudder, so that you can make sure that you're actually getting the degrees that you need to be able to set everything per what the manual states. Or you can just make sure that they're actually even. So making sure that your ailerons go up to the exact even amount, that makes things even better, so you're not having to guess that. So neat thing about this airplane is that the canopy comes off real easy. That is the canopy, real easy to take off. What I've got for my setup is I've got my batteries up here. They've got a battery tray there. So then the deck itself comes completely blank. So you have to put whatever you want for how you want to set up your deck. And it comes with a Pilot RC fuel plug, but I like the Jersey Modeler one. So you'll see that difference in here. The fuel tank is one of the bottle type fuel tanks. It comes already plumbed, but as always, and like with any other airplane, you need to absolutely verify all of your connections and make sure that everything is what it is and how it's set up. The wings on this airplane are absolutely a wonder for how easy they are to disassemble and take off of the field. And so all you do is you undo your two connections here, you pop them back, disconnect your quick connect, and your wing is completely separated. That easy. You do that with both of them, you pull out your spar, and great, grand, wonderful, you're on your way. So now connecting it up, literally you slide it back in, connect it back up, click, click, and you are ready to fly. So this airplane comes as a one-piece fuselage, so you don't have to do any fuselage assembly together other than having to install your horizontals, which is a 3mm, two connections for your servo connections, and then your 3mm to tighten them up. Really, really easy on there. And so, again, this is my generic setup on there just to get this airplane ready to go for our Jets Over Kentucky event. There's going to be a little bit more modding that I'm going to do. I'm going to put quick connects right here for my batteries up on this main deck right here in the front. But we're just going to get this plane flown and have some fun with it while we are able to take it to Kentucky. And so, again, I'll show the bottom real quick. So the bottom itself, there are no landing gear doors to worry about. You've got solid aluminum landing gear, just like all of the Pilot RC airplanes. And then your engine access is right here on the belly. It is a screwed in option, and so I would show you that, but you guys all know what a SWE 180 looks like, but that's what we have installed there. Pretty nice setup, all around, fantastic airplane. Now, what I mentioned is I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the difference in characteristics between the small one, the 1.8, and the 2.2. The biggest differences that we found were that this plane flies a little bit heavier on the wing loading than the 2.2. And so the airplane comes in with just a little bit more heat on landing. So far, we're still perfecting it in our setups. But the 2.2 floats a little bit better than this in landings. For the same type of flap setups that I have on the 2.2 to the 1.8, the 1.8 requires less flap for the landings that I'm expecting so far. Of the 3 flights that we got on this airplane, the thing handles like a dream. It's fast, it climbs, it's maneuverable, and I can't wait for you guys to see the footage directly after this information. So again, if you have any questions about this airplane, go ahead and hit us up at bananahobby.com under sales at bananahobby.com, or you can contact us through our phone connections. But all of that information is under customer support at bananahobby.com. And again, get your airplane as soon as you can, because these are a fast-selling airplane. We've sold a ton of the 2.2 meters. The 1.8 is going to be just as hot because of the option for the 80 to 102 millimeter, or sorry, 102 Newton motors. And this thing is quick and it sounds fantastic. So again, I'm Jeremy. Thanks for watching, and check out the footage of our Maiden directly after this.
Stop flying it so fast.
stuck like that.